going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So picking up where we left off, I've been working on pulling these dents. This was super smashed in here, and I spent hours yesterday fixing this thing. I thought I was gonna have to get one of those dent pullers that uses like tack welds to attach this piece to a slide hammer to actually pull the dent. But I was able to actually push the dent out through these different access holes. I did kind of bend these, so I'll have to like work those back into shape, but that really shouldn't be too bad. This actually doesn't get anything clipped to it. It had one of those like black stickers that seals over it, so that's really no issue. This one I kind of deformed a little bit, but I should be able to straighten it back out, no problem. And there's another hole back here that I was able to work my tools through to pound that dent back out. And unfortunately, I poked a hole through with one of my tools, and so I had to make this little patch. And so I was actually able to weld this patch back in with the welder. Feel pretty good about that. That was super tricky because this is only like 18 gauge steel. And if you know anything about TIG welding, you will know that it is not the easiest type of welder to not just immediately burn through thin metal like this. So pretty proud that I was able to do that. Now I just need to work on a little bit more and then put some body filler over it and sand it all smooth. And once it's painted up, you'll never even know that it was damaged. Still working on the driver's side over here. This one isn't nearly as bad. I've already started working on pushing it out from the top, but it's just dented in from the bottom here, as you can see. Small dent there, but that's gonna be really easy to get out as well. But yeah, just working on pounding this back so it's nice and flat like the rest of it. And then once that's done, we're gonna pull this glass today and then continuing to work on prepping out the interior here for primer. So still lots to do before we can get to see this car all in one color again, which I'm really looking forward to because man, look at this engine bay. It looks so freaking good. It's a little dirty now from the work I've been doing inside, but no biggie. Soon enough, it will be looking so freaking good with that Java Black Pearl laid down. I can't wait. So let's pound some dents. So mix up some body filler here. Got the spots on the car all ready. Hit them all with 80 grit on the bare metal and then cleaned everything really well. I have almost used this entire can. I've had this can for years. Never actually gone through a whole can. I'm definitely not the best at putting this stuff on. It is a little bit of an art that I have not perfected yet, but I do my best. I think we're gonna make it look pretty dang good. All right, I should probably quit messing with this. It's getting weird now. It's starting to pull itself apart. That is gonna look so much better once we get it smoothed out. Wire on the end. There it is. Yeah. Found it. Yes. Okay. And we are through. I know, maybe it didn't have to be this long.
Oh no! Are you okay?
Yeah.
Shit.
God, that came so close to hitting me in the mouth.
Fuck. I'm so glad that didn't hit you in the face.
Wow.
These usually do snap on us, don't they?
Yeah.
A few times.
At least twice.
Yeah, before we get it done. Oh yeah. Cool. It's just ready to go. Can you get your fingers under it?
The bottom, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Is that good? It's pretty light.
Pretty light.
All right, you want to see if we can lift this bitch? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. You got it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Can you
Lift up enough? All right, sweet. How was it?
Not bad.
Not the best though.
Not the best.
What do you think, Bean? Huh?
He wants to do it every day.
Oh man.
Right, pal.
Well, now it's completely a bare chassis with the glass out. Man, this is cool. It'll be way easier to prep this out back here now. Feel pretty good about taking it as far as we have so we can make sure that this thing lasts. All right, guys, so I have gotten a lot of this car prepped out. We're getting really close to being ready for primer. I started doing the quarter panels, and then I realized as I was prepping out the driver's side quarter panel that I should probably stop and do these sections on the rocker panels and pinch welds. So what we'll do is we'll spray out this front area. I already prepped all this out. It's sanded with 220 right here. So I'm just cleaning it with acetone now. And we're going to spray some primer on just this front part, as well as the rear part on both sides. And that way we'll give this like a day to cure up. And then we can move these blocks back out onto the parts that are already primed, and then we can prime the rest of it. All right, guys, so I just finished spraying the second coat of that primer on the rocker panels. So I do need to let it dry though before I continue sanding. Otherwise we're just gonna get a ton of dust all up in that wet curing primer, which I kind of already got some back here in this section because I forgot to actually vacuum out dust that was inside of the frame of the quick jack right here. And when I went to spray, a bunch of dust kind of plumed up. But it's okay, it doesn't look too bad, and this will get scuffed again anyways before we go to apply the base coat. There's the front. I know the pinch welds aren't perfect, but I did my best to get them reshaped and get them looking more OEM. But what are you gonna do, you know? It's like a 25-plus-year-old car. The passenger rear looks really good. This is where I did that repair. This is where that pinch weld was like folded in. There was a dent too here that like caused this whole section to like sag right there. But it looks pretty damn good. It's also not perfect, but I'd say I did a pretty dang good job of getting it to look as close as I possibly could with some basic hand tools and without having to actually like cut a piece out and do like a repair patch. So I'm happy with it. You won't see it once the side skirts are on anyhow, but it is definitely looking much, much better. Now I just have to wait until tomorrow, and then we'll be able to jack the front up. We'll move these blocks forward, and then we'll jack up the back. We'll move those blocks to the back, and then everything will be exposed under here. So when we lay down the primer, we won't be missing any spots, and we'll get full coverage. All right, guys, the time has come. We are about ready to spray out the primer on the rest of this chassis. Erica and I spent several hours yesterday getting the rest of the sanding done on the door jambs and quarter panels, and we got everything super clean. We just bucket washed it in the garage with soap and water to get all the dust off, and then we went through with clean water rags to rinse, and then toweled it and let it sit most of the day yesterday and overnight. And so everything has evaporated off. I don't see any remnants of anything trapped anywhere in here. So feeling pretty good about it and looking forward to seeing this thing all in one color. And just so you guys are aware, my plan for the epoxy primer on the outside of the car is I'm gonna do the first coat in white, and then we'll go over it with the second coat in the same black as we did in the engine bay. And the reason for that is I've seen some videos of Jesse from the Subi Sanctuary, and he paints his cars that way. And he has a really good reason for it, which I like, which is when you start sanding later before you're gonna do your base clear, you can sand through that top black layer of primer first, and you'll know that you're starting to go too far if you start seeing the white peek through. So that's what I'm gonna be trying on this. I've never done it before, but I did order both colors. And so then after we have the outside in the white, before I respray the outside, we'll do the inside in the black. 2 coats on the inside first, then we'll come back to the outside and get the second coat on the outside. And we'll be all done at that point, and this thing will look like a new car. All right guys, so we are getting really close to mixing up some primer. I'm just busting out this tack cloth here. I guess the idea with these is you want to open them a little bit early and unfold it completely. That can kind of be a little bit tricky because they're really like sticky. Hence why they're called tack cloths. But yeah, get it all unfolded. This one, and do your best not to drop it on the floor, because even if you have the floor really clean, it's still gonna pick up all sorts of dust. Then I just find like a clean place to hang it. Like I'll just hang it right here off the frame rail. And I guess they kind of like off gas for a few minutes before you wipe down the panels. So I'll give that a few minutes while I'm mixing up some paint. Then we'll go through and we'll wipe down the panels. That gets any last minute dust off, and it actually helps the paint actually stick to the panel better. So that's the whole idea with the tack cloth. Give her some stirs. Make sure there's no like clumps down in there. There. Now, move to this. All right guys, so I just finished up the second coat. The transformation is absolutely insane. It just looks so freaking good. This car, like the transformation from when I got it here to now is just unreal. Here it is. Boom, look at that. Holy crap, man. It all turned out really, really nice. I did get some runs in the primer for some reason. I think I was just holding the gun a little too close. Like right here, you can see one, pretty bad one actually. It'll shrink a little bit. I think it's from trying to spray underneath to get the inside of the like gas door like painted along the edges there. Like just kind of wasn't paying attention and blasted paint up this way. But it's all good. All of this is getting re-scuffed anyhow before we lay down any base, so I'm really not too stressed about it. But man, just look at that. Looks ridiculous. It looks so good. And some of the paint on this is still wet. You can tell it's like kind of got that glossiness to it, and it won't once it's fully cured. It'll look a lot more matte. But man, looks so good. Down here's where we did that repair on the rocker panel. It's gonna look so nice in that Java Black Pearl. Look at that interior, man. Like I was saying before in my previous video, you can't buy a car off of the lot from the factory and have it look this nice. They don't paint them like this. You know, all the panels will be primed, but then they'll put paint where they can, and then they just kind of like lazily spray it, and it doesn't match the base that they put on very well, and they just kind of do like a half-ass job. I get it, it saves money. They don't necessarily need to do that. So our little toilet bowl back here turned out really nice. So that was where all that rust was. And now we don't have any rust, and everything covered really nicely, got up in there as best I could. It's not perfect because it's pretty hard to spray up in some of these tight areas, but I did what I could. I got it pretty well though. It looks pretty dang good. But yeah, man, there is zero rust on this car now, guys. And it is shaping up to last a very, very long time. Yeah, we got all of this area up near the dash looking really good. Even the roof turned out pretty decent. It's kind of hard to spray that as well, but I think I did a pretty damn good job considering. And yeah, dude, it just looks so freaking good. I'm so happy with this, man. Wheel wells are still looking good. Did get a little bit of overspray from the white in here, but I went back through and touched it up at the end. And yeah, man, I couldn't be happier. This is insane. It's so freaking cool. Like tell me that doesn't look so badass. But damn, I'm so happy to be through all of that work. It was one of the longer chassis projects I've really taken on. I've definitely stripped chassis down before, but didn't go this deep with it. I'm really glad I did. I think it looks incredible, and it's just gonna be that much nicer once we go to paint. So yeah, it'll just look a lot nicer when you can see things peeking through little gaps in panels and stuff like that to have the black there. We are gonna paint the color on the door jambs and stuff. I'm just not going to be painting the base coat like on the floor pan in here. We're just gonna leave it epoxy primed like this. I just don't see a good reason to do that. You're never going to see it, and we're gonna be sticking more sound deadening over the top of a lot of this stuff. It's just not cost effective to do it that way. So we'll have like the base like on all of these sections here that you can see around the door jambs and stuff. Even like through here, we'll paint the color on as well. And so that way, like the door jambs all look really nice and everything. But yeah, I just don't see a good reason to paint like all this in here the same color, or back there where like the spare tire lives and whatnot. It already looks really good, but I am super happy with it. I'm really stoked to be able to move on to some more interesting things that I have a little bit more fun working on, like restoring other parts. Again, though, I'm really stoked how this turned out. I think it looks incredible. It's kind of crazy to think that I have like a newly refreshed chassis just sitting in my garage now, waiting to be rebuilt. So it's really cool feeling. But yeah, like I said, in the next one, we'll work on rebuilding some other parts, refinishing some other parts. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna start in on first, but I will start figuring that out this week. But that's all I got for you guys on this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button and think about subscribing to the channel if you aren't already, especially if you like this content and you wanna see more from this build series. And until next time, peace, everybody.